they said continue. Alright, so I'm in the library.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Kane's dreams, discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from the huts as the villagers huddled into their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly towards the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the kid to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yo-ho, Kane. The voice belonged to Demo, the worst of all bullies in the area. As Kane struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from the cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Dino and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken back for a moment by Kane's seemingly indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kane turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kane knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was the one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kane was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't. Oh, look, the little freak's gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kane prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the rain hates you. Hates me. Oh, even the rain hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken off my head. Kane couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kane's face with thick fingers and yanked it upwards. She tried to turn away, but her force gazed back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kane, he called his core hits. Come on, guys. Let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began raining down upon Kane. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kane's curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you act like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kane ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kane closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell. But the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kane was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welloping from the space between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Derived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kane. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kane again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kane, he took a step backwards and spat on the ground. Get out. Leave this village. No one wants you here. Either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kane. Kneeling down, she removed her sprawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders. Then produced the cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kane," she said, "why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kane, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kane's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hand on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kane found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kane. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kane was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Akane called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kane and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caked her face, that Kane truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kane's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Course not. Don't be an ass." Kane drew her grandmother's moth-eaten sprawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't." "Hush. I'll hear not another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you. If folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kane's hair. The skill it took to bend flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kane want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without seeing even one. Yet her grandmother somehow collected a dozen or more. Kane reached up and touched the wraith as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these?" "I just stumbled on them while I was out doing some shopping." The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kane to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kane's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wraith, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kane blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandma smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kane took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kane grabbed the hand with all her might as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away from the wind. The rain had stopped. Kane stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kane let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hits of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taking away on the breeze. Kane's dreams, daily life. More reading. In the distance, Kane heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape, size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandonment. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of axe shit. Kane's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kane. That you, Kane? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Akane close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttered to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get your water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing a piss-poor job cutting wood, why don't you come over here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Akane knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kane did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kane knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kane moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the Eyrie. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky arc of land they called home. Kane enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kane turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life and soon discovered why the old woman, hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself into the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kane swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it. Damn. Ugh, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now? She picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began forming on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kane redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Sitting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezed laugh. Pretty clumsy girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Her eyes wide, Kane dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kane steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water splished over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kane didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulder and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kane away. Stop that. Just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. I'm just tired from the trip is all. Kane desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when grandmother watched over Akane was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kane came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to raise, but Kane gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. It'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Akane strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, an unseen sun made its way across a dark, rainy sky. She was still watching. Kane moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Akane finally found herself at the entrance to the village. A few adults she could see glancing sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before sulking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kane took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a routine old woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air, telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Akane's presence. Hey lady, said Akane with bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in wild anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say, but Akane saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady, trust me on this one. Which way? Akane repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kane cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root. For as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he shuddered. I mean, what are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Akane happily ignored it, stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter. She asked the shopkeeper for the medicine. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch is finding keeling over? Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch. The apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunked out of the shop, cursing Akane under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the store while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Akane a sense of peace. Surely a world so vast there would be a place where she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had contained bright... vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Akane turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. They seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched her when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now. Akane didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly and then looked down at Akane and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into the sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kane took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and world travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which one of them to believe, but I also don't think they much matter. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I know the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Callie? Thought Kane suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hand. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Akane scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kane murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kane returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kane to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandma's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here and let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Akane from head to toe, finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild. She leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Akane with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. So, anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kane removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll be you. It'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said Grandmother, throwing back the sheets up from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. But Kane would not relent, and in the end the grandma found herself leaning in against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kane took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kane finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grasp and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, you know, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrow at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignored the pain in her back and reached for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshaped loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kane, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kane would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kane could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take it down when they roll me in my shrouds. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kane and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was that moment that burned itself into Kane's memory. A perfect blend of pride, love, and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on and people and memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different. Kane swore because I will remember it forever. Forever. Ooh, separation. What's wrong with Granny? She's old and dying. Old age. Kane listened to the sounds of crackling firewood and stared at the black objects on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew from her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kane. And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Akane held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. All right. Why, you little brat? Laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me. And that's a fact. 5 years have passed since the moment Akane's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measures. Kane cannot remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kane started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kane lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berries rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked grandmother suddenly. Kane looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "Well, I was gonna check out the kelma trees and see if they're ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones. So I need to take the wheelbarrow." Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kane stared at her grandmother and then held out an arm and swept it around their house. Construction, mostly of cloth ropes and rubble, an old place slagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm gonna build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "Damn it, girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway." "I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you'd have to do it today. You can worry about it some other." "Grandma, no. If I don't go to the Kella trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that." A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes?" she said after a bit. "Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Akane. Lately, it seems my mind is..." She didn't finish the thought. Instead of walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the ref of the lunar tears from the drawer, the flower petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kane thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. "You're gonna be a true woman soon," Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Akane reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandma's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, "and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day." "Such a mouth on you. Where'd that come from?" "Gee, I wonder." "I'll teach you to sass me, girl," yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched towards and grabbed Kane by the ear, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. "Grandma, yelled Kane in a quacking voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The old woman stared at her, blinked, and then slowly held her wrinkled hand out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what the hell happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kane thought the look on her grandma's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I wouldn't stay here to keep an eye on an old cogger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kane rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kane could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. But in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heels for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramstack hut with a sad expression on her face. Gosh, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kane worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kane pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kane suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. Oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze. The flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kane ran there faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground. But she leaped to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kane's mind began to race in town. In time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. It can't be fire. It's too much smoke. I gotta save her. I gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet, achieved balance through the means of a large armored tail. Scales and horns and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kane, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into the shimmering, inky blackness as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotten meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kane responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me, let's go." The shade eyed Kane with a bemused interest, then it began looking from from her to the house and back again, as if it's urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kane glanced towards the house. Though the smoke and through the smoke and the flame, she spotted a small finger struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! As the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Akane. Alive! Kane's legs sprang to life as she raced through the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. But before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a powerful roar enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kande tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now! As Kane struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house, pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of the claw. The old woman struggled to move, the claw from her stomach. But she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kane lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the ground with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground. Leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue. Her eyes rolled back until only the whites were exposed. Kane pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women, flickered out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, painting breaths bleached from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotions, but there could be no doubt. The shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claws slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kane was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kane rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to wobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leaped on the floor that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like snapping a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted in laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air towards the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kane never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kane? Kane's vision blurred. She forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kane, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kane grabbed the hand and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kane's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. I said run, damn it. You have to. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof, down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gapes in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kane's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendages, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kane blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, and then the sensation drift away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Akane's mind, one after another, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kane screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kane's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppeteer. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature so confidently just moments before took a slow, hesitant step backwards, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kane seized the moment, laughing like a mad woman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kane off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist noises of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No. I can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kane's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, the flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it, 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 kill it. Kill it now. As the spark that was Kane slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Whoa.
beast approaches. Oh, I know.
Wait, what level am I? I'm level 33.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today.
Lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
That was not too bad. Dun, 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 dun. Gently, weakly, softly. The shade sure that its tormentor was dead. Turned and stomped off towards the horizon, stomping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shame beyond imagining, Kane tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to ruin of her home and noticed a ragged slump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to dogs. The voice of her childhood tormentor evaporated in the smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Akane and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Akane opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-leg insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop. No, don't hurt that picture. Kane reached out with her remaining arm and waved fulgently in the air. To her surprise, the insects flew off the page, or the picture, to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kane turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha. I look like that? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Connie laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, Sunshine? That voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kane wanted to scream at the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish? Like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me. Save me. Kane finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best. Kane glanced down and saw a black, tiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her foot and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upwards, feel the hot, shearing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. Kane tried to ignore the voice and concentrated on the pain, but the newcomer could have none of it. Ignore me, Sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground and feel the rain and taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. I want to take your hand and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kane shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her throat, and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the sockets of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kane was struck by the most powerful sensation she had ever felt in life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whisper moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now, give me that body. Come on. Give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. The black lump began to protrude from Kane's side as she watched. It grew longer and thicker, eventually taking form of her missing right arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelope the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. The black ooze hesitated as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing into a cloud of smoke. What the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laugh, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. She opened her eyes again. They burned bright red. That thing that took my grandma, I have to kill it before I die. Kane glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of shades burnt itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, she said, the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be friends now. Kane stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop it. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kane took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fires of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and... Shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kane grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infested portion of her side. Before she could, her blackened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kane screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bones crunching on her bone filled the air. Ha! Stupid idiot, you're possessed now, sunshine. And there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed, whispered Kane. Yeah, possessed, you and me. We got what might be called a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kane looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you two. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade and that squashy granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Akane. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I ain't got a good goddamn who, you murder honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kane considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the view, or enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me. We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part, if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kane. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go, Sunshine. We're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name is Tyrain. And if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kane found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said, yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own goddamn guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyrell. Count on it. Laughed Tyrell. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away. Fading to somewhere deep inside Akane herself. Kane waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade, I'm Kane. Repeating this mantra in her head, she began slowly digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red stain spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wraith of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland petals were bright as ever. Kane started to place it in her hair, then slowly lower the wraith and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma, I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers at her heart, Kane fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, the people of the area arose to their daily lives. She remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
He was.
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow. You grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Okay.
Shit. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Any luck with Yona?
No.
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain.
Yeah.
That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Oh yeah, telling them they had to sleep outside.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
Okay.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Yeah. Oh, I can't like free move?
I didn't get much sleep that night.
Okay.
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Is this new?
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But what good would that even do?
Oh, I think it is.
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that?
Oh, it is.
Campfires are weird, aren't they? I feel like I could stare at the flames. I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with this special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid, before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak.
Yeah.
But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea.
Yeah.
Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
I don't know about that part.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Very well. Okay, I get the free roam. Oh.
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
Mom's diary?
I've not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
but the final entries get a little strange.
Strange how?
In what way?
Yeah.
Well, here. Take a look.
Save data, save. System data saved. Okay. My eyes.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can, but I'm blind now. Oh.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Playing as...
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Huh. Playing as the dad. Interesting. Beyond this point, you won't be able to save until the battle is over. Go through the door? Yeah, sure. Oh, that's cool. I guess that's the way they have both of them in the game at the same time. This is the world of recycled vessels created. Okay. So you play as him in this. Interesting. He even has the same voice actor from the original, so I wonder if if it's the same lines or if they redid them. Okay. Oh. Thank you. Ow. 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 Oh my goodness. Jeez. Oh god. Okay, so you can use your items in here. Nice. And almost at the bottom. Oh, yeah, I gotta. Oh, oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh. I didn't realize my health was that low. Well played, well played. Wait, saved.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
True.
Yeah. Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
The world of the recycled vessel.
Recycled vessel. Alright, try again. See how this goes. It's hard to freaking parry these little guys. I wonder if you could just run all the way down. Oh yeah, you can. Oh. Oh. That's all you had to do? Okay. Oh, there's more? Okay. The Black Scrawl, a destiny, a lost destiny. Oh. Very. Very. Double parry. Very. Very. Aw, no 2 for 1. I can't see shit. Okay. I don't know if there's like something I have to pick up. I guess I don't have to go into the mansion either. Aye. Okay. Oh, fuck. I didn't... Damn, I didn't realize my health was that low. Fuck. Those things did more damage than I thought. Do I have to start all the way back at number 1?
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean.
Did I...
Yeah.
The world...
Alright, so is it gonna start me at World 1? It does. Okay, I need to be more mindful of my HP then. Okay. Alright, this one doesn't seem like you can speed it up. Hey kitty, hello. Yeah. Bruh. Okay. Okay. Not this orb shit. Ah, fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, I can't erase these. Okay. Is that the last one? 3 medical herbs. Oh, also, hey Abby, hello. I don't think I said hello. Hello. I think I was reading. Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh. All right, orbs don't. You obtain the pulse. Okay, nice. Intro. The Dragon's Court brought death to the world, delivering upon its magic. Shit. 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 Ah. To the beginning.
My word.
Something.
I feel.
I know what
I know what you mean. Now, if I press up,
The dark.
I gotta go back to the beginning. I wonder how far it is. Yeah, it was a lot of reading. Wait, I just realized something. Yeah, all. That's fine. Yeah, I can put this on for 30%. Attack power 30%. Literally double. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah. feel like it's any faster. Whoa. I'm getting on. Jump. No. Heal. Thanks for the welcome back. Okay. I can just. Oh, right. Retreating back to me. Okay. Okay. Are y'all gonna have this on them? Heal. Okay. Oh, that was it? Morning, Fox. Yeah, that's okay. Hope yours is good too. Thank you. I forgot to take my eye drops this morning. Okay. Cool. Jump. Okay. Okay. Stuck between his blades. Jump. Fuck. Cool. Nah, this takes forever. Can I just shoot him? Oh, my health. Capsule. Jump, jump. Well. Come on. Oh my gosh. Bro. Die. Ugh. Die. Thank you. Whew. How long does this go on for? Oh, okay. This is different. Oh god, not these guys. No. Oh no, I can get him while he's on the ground. There we go. Thank you. Oh. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, stuck. I know there's a proper magic I'm supposed to use to get rid of their armor, but I really don't feel like doing it. Why can't I get the guy behind me? Okay. Fuck. Move. No, I don't want to target the people who are further away from me. Are you stupid? Why? That is so dumb. Yes, I clearly want to target the people who are further away from me versus the person who's right in front of me. That makes no sense. Oh my gosh. Fuck off. Yo. I can just block her, right? Alright, heal. Grab that. Jesus. Oh, there's more. Okay. Man, that was fucking annoying. Oh my god. Die, please. Thank you. Thank you. That guy gets to go. Okay. Okay, oh way. Oh my gosh. Die. Jesus. No, 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 no. No. Trolly ass game. There's probably a better way of doing this. Probably like Piercer or something. Yeah, Lance. No. Oh my god, that took forever. That'd be a better way of doing it. Oh my god, not this guy. Okay. Try to hit me. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, got him. He has to be the end, right? Kabuki outfit. 1,000 experience points. Oh, there's two of them now. I got 10 herbs. Option. Game. Didn't they say you do it from here? Other? No? Sure. Whoa. You again? The following actions are prohibited in this room. Magic spewing bat. Okay, I can't. Oh, it restarts the chamber if you use magic. Well, he still has the same health though. Okay. The following blade wielding. I can't use my attack now. Okay, so it's changing. I can't parry now. I can attack though, right? I can't evade. Can I jump? Am I allowed to jump? Okay, well this is fucking annoying. Okay. Well, that was annoying.
My word.
Something.
I feel as if
I know what you mean.
You change it here?
Yeah.
The world.
If every room's gonna be like that, that's gonna be not great. Okay. Bro, he didn't even touch me. Okay, I can't use magic. Jump. Okay, I can't block. Okay. Well, at least I didn't use any items.
Something wrong?
I feel as if
I know it.
the diary again.
Yeah.
The
Alright, try again. Okay. Alright, you get like 2 attacks and then fucking leave or something. Okay, now I can't use attack. Oh. great. I'm too far away. I can't block. Okay, I can't evade. I can jump still. Now I can't jump. But I can evade. Yeah. Can't jump still. Can't. No, no. Can't block. Can't jump. I'm pretty close to the wall. Oh my god, I can't use my blade. Annoying. Can't evade. Die, please. Thank you. Jeez. In the robot factory? Whoa. What are you doing here? You're not a robot? Okay. It looks like I don't want to break all the boxes, though. Well, fuck me. Die. Fuck. Die. Thank you. Locked. Straightforward, or you can go both ways. No map. How do I know which way I'm supposed to go? Oh my fucking god. Bro. Okay, I wish I went the other way. Shit. Die. Die, please. I'm just gonna brute force it. Fuck. Dead end. Item, maybe? No? Okay. This doesn't open? No? Oh great, he has armor on. Fuck. Die. Didn't run out of healing items here. Come on. You gotta fucking die sometime. Alright, not, I guess. Oh my god. Thank you. Jeez. Okay, I have 3 options. This sucks.
It seems we have been shut in.
Okay. I'll deal with it. We have no choice. Die, die, die. No, don't die. Can I leave? Well, fuck me. Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Die. Perish. Oh my goodness. I'm not going back. That in? We've been shut in. Yeah. Big surprise. Come on. Before the fucking thing wears off. No. Ah, for fuck's sake. There has to be a better way of doing this. There has to be. There has to be. Oh my god. Bro. Jesus. It doesn't fucking stop. Oh my god, and this one has fucking armor. Up. Yeah, hand, I think. Yeah, that's good. Break it. Okay, I didn't break shit. It did break his armor though. Dude. Please die. Die. Fucking die. His armor's not broken. You're kidding me. Thank God. Is that it? Oh, thank God. 5 medical herbs, that's it? They are very tanky. Okay, he died. This one's nowhere near as difficult as the other one so far. Oh my god, this dude's taking so many shots. That is a lot of them. That's okay. I don't think they wanted to do that. I guess maybe use a magic item. Doesn't really feel like it's doing much. Nah, just keep doing this over and over again. Now one. Now two. Okay. Yeah, another one. Okay. All of them. That was not as... Yeah, but two-handed sword fools laminate. There's still more. Okay. Oh, you can't parry that. Okay. Guess he was too far away. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. Fuck. I hate that rolling move. Okay, this one's gonna be straight annoying. Yeah. Okay, I tried to go for the parry and the thing fucking rolls on me. Yeah, okay. Alright. No. No. Yeah, locking on is gonna take it harder to target someone. Parrying that move sucks ass. I gotta heal. Do a parry move. Hey, get out of the corner, get out of the corner, get out of the corner! Get out of the fucking corner! There we go. There we go. Okay. Now I just need 50 million more. Okay. When they're in their in your face like that, it's so tough. No. I didn't think that would do shit. And it didn't. Wait, is he? Can I? Oh. I might have been able to get him out of the game. I didn't realize. Come on, come on. There we go. Got him. Oh no. But I didn't let the animation rock, so I didn't get the full kill. Oh my goodness. Oh, fuck, I didn't realize he was rolling. There we go. There we go. Die. Die. I got one. He's dead too. Hey, Axel. Yeah, I'm trying. No, no, no. Hey, cut. Hello. Got another one. Get him. I didn't get the parry for some reason. Weird. Okay. Got the parry. He's dead. Can't parry that. That move is so cancered. And you can't parry that either. And I tried. And I knew you couldn't. I still tried. Ugh. I'll get away. Nice. Nice, finally. There's more. You're kidding me. What? Okay. Okay. Whoa, there's two of them. Can I break his armor? No. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to parry that. There's another one. Come and go. Try to break his armor again. No. There's another one. Whoa. Bro, you just got done spinning. Great. That, okay. Alright, that's fantastic. This is gonna take forever. Maybe that's the way to do it. Fuck. Fine. Okay, I tried to parry that, but that, no. It's not worth it. I need to heal. One bad hit and I'm dead. No, no, no. And I haven't even killed one yet. Die. Fuck. Die. Jeez. There has to be an easier way to do this. There has to be. Like, there has to be. This is crazy. Why are you so damn durable? Maybe I gotta use like a specific spell on them or something. Maybe this one, execution or something. Armor break 30%, sure. Sure. Whatever you gotta do. And that didn't seem like that did shit. Whoa! 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 No, 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 get him, get him, get him! Oh! They tripped him. Try it again. Get him. Get him. I can't get another one. They didn't die though. Oh, maybe I did it too fast. No, they didn't. What? Hey, Ram. Hello. They can take the down stab and live? That's insane. Really? That has to do something. I'm running out of flowers. Yeah, that downstab usually instant kills enemies. Like pretty much every enemy in the game. Until now. Ah, he died. If this is not the last wave, this is ridiculous. Alright. Thanks for the welcome back. Thanks for the big comfy box, thank you. Hey, Ram. Yeah. He's not dead. Intro yesterday when you gave me 100 bits. And I said 1,826. It made it sound like I was talking about bits. I wasn't talking about bits. Get them all in a cluster together. Still not dead. Still not dead. No way. Would have been the move I needed to parry. Die. Die. One of you, please. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys gotta die sometime. There has to be a better way to do this. These guys are like obnoxiously tanky. There has to. Hand again. Nothing. Wait, isn't that one guy flying though? Ah. No. Oh. That was something I could parry. Fuck. go away. Bro, you gotta fucking die. At some point. Die. Jesus. Come on, die. Really? Still nothing. What? How? Oh, I've been eating you up for so long. Okay, come on, die, die. Thank you. Now it'll take 50 million years to kill the rest. I don't know if I'll be able to get him. Beggar's guard. Fuck, I could have parried that. I can't parry that though. No. Come on. Die, fucker. Thank you. No. Bro, he didn't even fucking touch me. Okay.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
No, I died.
Hey,
Oh, hi. I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
Alright.
Is this full? No.
What is that? Beats me. Maybe it's Popola's hobby corner.
Okay.
Popola?
Oh. Hello.
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
Yeah? What about it?
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh ho. It was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So take a boat.
A boat?
Yes, the canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected, what with the shades and all. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance.
Okay.
The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Okay.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right, I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
The path above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
Yeah.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Hello, sir.
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
I do.
That red bag. By my pages, you're the slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in charge of this canal since we last talked. Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and chain is always harping on me now about how much I work. Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
All right. Do.
Oh there!
Dun, dun,
The Lost Shrine's up ahead, just past this cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
Oh, there!
Let me go back to the village. Wait.
I worked it out. The two boys are going to stay with Popola.
Huh? Oh, I can buy, yeah, thank you.
Shop here more often, yeah? I'm damn near broke.
Yeah, no problem. Excuse me.
What have we got today? Doesn't look like I have any work for you right now. Come back next time you're free, okay?
Okay. So no new side quests. You have new inventory?
Welcome.
You have nothing.
Blacksmiths always do well in time.
How do I change my outfit? Game? No. Maybe from the save? Here? No. Maybe at home? No. Maybe at the main menu? Oh, maybe in the book. No. Tutorial? Magic. No. Other? Ending B. Collecting materials. Menus. No. All? Changing weapons. Letters. No. It's somewhere. Item? Key item? It was Kabuki. No? Okay. Maybe the main menu. Wait. Title screen. Maybe here? No. Ah, wardrobe. Adult. Magic orbs? Interesting. What's this? Mm. Oh. Oh. What the heck? That looks so weird. I don't like it. No, not at all. Alrighty, I'll be getting out of here for today. Thanks everybody for dropping by. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with more Nier tomorrow to continue to get the other endings in the game. Thanks for dropping by. Till next time.